Hello guys, this is Avcoor, and I want to talk about stars in your hero. The amount of stars you put into an individual hero determines their combat output, and later on determines the effect of their skills. One thing I will say about this, it really doesn't matter for PvE content. If you're a PvE player and you're trying to get high clears on City of Ash, then it helps. But for the most part, none of the material that you'll cover in PvE require this. Later on, it will be necessary as certain PvE content becomes more intense. I'll say that as a player who played on the Chinese server, it will become important. But for now, it's not important. Um, what do stars do for your hero anyway? Let's look at mine. Never underestimate my happy skills. So when you look at Vera, she's not invested at all. She gets the basic bonus of 3.3 attack, 0.3% defense, and 0.3% HP. That's what her being an S hero does for her basic stats. Now, if you see someone like Zeta, who's an A hero, he only gets 2%. This is important because A heroes don't benefit from stars as much, though they need stars, but they don't benefit from stars as much as S heroes. And all my B heroes have like a bunch of stars in them. But notice that your boy Post, even though he's like awakened and he has a lot of stars in him, his stats are garbo. they're like attack +7. But if you look at this guy, he already has that, and he only has 3 stars in him. That's the power of stars. They raise up your stats. But B heroes won't benefit the same way as S heroes will. Yeah, they don't benefit as much. Because at 3 stars, my Terminator already has these stats that she has at once awakening with 1 extra star. So as you can see, my build actually has higher damage because I put more stars into him. But yet still, once I start awakening my other heroes, it won't matter. So depending on the hero, they benefit more from stars. As you can see with Snow Bear, since he has so many stars in him, he gets like 1.1 HP. His defense is 8 and his attack is 8, which is really good. Let's go back up here. So basically, when you put stars into your hero, you increase their stats. Like, the first one will give you +4 attack. The third will give you +4 defense. The fourth will give you +4 HP. The first one actually gives you +4 HP. So you actually get a bunch of HP at the fourth one. So yeah, that's important. HP is actually important in PvP. And then once you hit like 5 stars, you awaken the character, and your skill effect becomes different. And you usually get stunned, so yeah, that's really good. Especially Awaken Vera. This is excellent for her. A lot of characters actually benefit from awakenings. The S heroes more so than any other hero, unfortunately. I hate to say it, but if you're going to awaken a hero, choose. My advice is to choose 3 heroes that you use in PvP, because that's where awakened heroes shine the best in PvP. The heroes that I'm choosing is Terminator, Metal Bill, and Sadie. But that's my personal opinion. That's because I designed my team around these 3 heroes. But there are some really good heroes that benefit from awakening, more so than other heroes. Lance Beam actually mightily benefits from being awakened. He becomes like a total different creature. This dude's range and stun, 2.5 seconds is a long time to be stunned. You get a lot of damage done in that time. So if you can awaken a hero and who's cost effective to awaken, it's actually Lance Beam, because there are many opportunities that you get in little mini games and little events that you can get shards of Lance. So for free to play players, middleweight players, and even whales who want to save some money, Lance Beam is the way to go. I'm not the best Lance player. I actually took him to Ultimate Champion a couple of times though, and then I switched him out for John Connor. Then I switched John Connor out for various characters and so forth. But Lance Bean is probably one of the best, easiest investment heroes for an awakening, because outside of spending money, you get opportunities in order to get shards of Iron Lance. So that's something to consider. People who benefit from awakening is Vera. John Connor benefits, but you can use John Connor without awakening. It's not make or break for John Connor like it is for Lance Bean. Lance Bean is make or break. If you don't awaken him, there's no point of using him in PvP. In fact, the stats that he gets from the extra stars that you put in him actually maximizes his damage output, survivability, and overall potential. The same with Bill Reiser. You go to his skills. You go to his advanced armor. It actually has its own HP, but what they don't say is that his HP is based on his overall HP. So if you level up his HP, you actually increase the HP of his armor. So that's something to consider when you put stars into these guys. Like, say for instance, Terminator, when you get his motorcycle, it increases weapon damage by 40 and gets a 20% HP shield. That HP shield is based on his HP. So if you increase his HP stat, you increase the shield of his skill. So keep that in mind when you awaken these heroes, that certain heroes benefit from their overall stats being boosted. Like her. Let me see what she is. Let me see her passive stat. She gets a... where's it at? Using Dragon Laser regenerate energy shield. That energy shield is based on her overall HP. So if you increase her HP, you increase her shield. Same with Snow Bear. Blocks 20% of max HP. The more HP you put into these heroes, the better they become based on their skills. So keep that in mind when you put stars into certain heroes, that sometimes if you don't have the resources, there are thresholds that you can reach in order to maximize their output potential. Continuing on though, Terminator benefits from being fully awakened. Metal Bill, Ray Powered, he needs to be awakened in order to be viable in PvP now. Code 18 needs to be awakened in order to be viable in PvP right now. She does not need to be awakened to be viable in PvP, nor Sadie. They don't need to be awakened to be viable in PvP. But it's good that they are. He benefits from being awakened a lot, but it's not a requirement for him to do that to be in PvP, so keep that in mind. So a lot of characters benefit from awakening, some more than others. He benefits from awakening out of the 8 heroes. And Zeta. Zeta actually benefits from awakening as well. So there are certain characters that actually benefit from their awakening. Sinbei benefits from awakening, but he's not that great anymore. There's just other heroes that do his job better at lower stars. Um, Last but not least, I would say that there are certain thresholds that you want to meet, and I would talk about the 2-star threshold. The 2-star threshold actually gives you increased attack, which is important for PvP. So if you don't have enough money or you don't have the resources, for certain characters, 2 stars is enough. Like Sadie benefits from 2 stars because she actually gets the increase in attack and HP, which is important for her. The defense is important too. That's why I need to get her stars up, because she is a close range unit. She needs to get in close to do her maximum damage. But at 2 stars, she gets the job done, and she has gotten me to Ultimate Champion at 2 stars. So keep this in mind, that certain heroes benefit from stars in different ways. Like even the HP that she gets helps her out, but I don't use her anymore. Anyways, if you like my content, the like, share, subscribe button. You guys have a great day, and goodbye.